Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Closing in on goal. No foul, says the referee. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That pass has been well intercepted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard to overlook the engine of this team, this guy, Wanto. He's an effective shield, we know that, in front of the defence. That's his job, always keeping a solid structure to things. But he becomes the constant, the power when others are drifting in and out of form at times. He has to maintain a level that always gets him close to a yellow card, but he does well to avoid them. And he's key in this team.
Yes, they'll certainly be lean. There's the header! Deftly away. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's...
Terrific effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And he's whipped it across. Crossed it again. And that has been knocked clear. And it's been hooked away. Nicked it back promptly. Japan yet to have an attempt on goal. It shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. They get a throw in. Tanaka. Ito. And Tanaka. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Too much on that, it's gone out. And he's intervened well there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kubo, he's in one-on-one, and there's the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here, and again! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Endo threads one in. He's picked his way through. Chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan shoots! It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Kamada really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Endo. And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Japan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And so the action is resumed. And it's Kubo. There will be a throw-in. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, delightful ball. Cleared away. Endo. Tanaka. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is out of play. He's found a way past. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kubo. Endo. Kamada. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kamada. Kamada. Kamada's cross. That has been knocked away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neatly clipped into space. It's Akura. Kamada venturing down the left. And it's Tanaka. Mustafa Mohamed. Nice looking ball. Always onto this. And he shoots! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution.
Are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Japan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And they are prompt with their pressing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This is a promising build-up. Marmouche, that's a good ball out wide. He's being urged to shoot. Minamino. Oh, they can break here. And he was quick to react. So, what can they make of this? Tanaka. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's an imaginative pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Space for him to turn and look. And he leaps for it! And that could have brought them level.
Well, at least it's earned them a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Endo, number 17, Tanaka. Coming on the field, number 5, Morita. Number 25, Fujita.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And that interception was most necessary. Some good work on the right flank here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That has been cut short.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Into the last 5 minutes. Looking for the run. And this is Marmouche. He might... Marmouche! Oh, good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Number 22.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Ito.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Egypt clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Real chance! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Number 9.
So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
24, Nagatomo.
Egypt found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the...
That's the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game
Japan
that the passionate
against
crowd
Egypt.
demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Shapes to shoot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That has ended up in no man's land. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot's on here. Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Japan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball, nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Mustafa Mohamed. Is there any support? He might not need it. The ball has bounced loose now. Spread out to the left. Crosses it in here. And he's taking no chances there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Decent chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kubo! And he's stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Itakura. Kubo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mustafa Mohamed. Driving forward. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Endo gets it away. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Japan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kubo. No, that's been intercepted. This is a promising build-up. A heavy challenge. Mitoma. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's lost his man here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Passing nice and neat. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Driving on and making good progress. And he is deftly away. Can he finish? In he goes again. And no mistake. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Egypt cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Toma, he's found a way through. So much. He's having a shot! Tries to get it clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Japan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a pop! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's had it nicked away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a great position here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Has a shot! Goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push.
And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Japan visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Substitution for Japan. Number
Japan
20,
have their second corner now.
Coming on to replace him.
And it's been
is
taken short.
Number 8.
He's going for goal!
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Japan have a free kick. And it's Minamino. Chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Minamino. Great vision. Chance! He's got a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming it.
Goes for a shot! That has not gone well. Well, they've got it again. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Number 5, Morita. Coming on the field, number 13.
Shot could be... Takes a shot!
Number 25.
And he steered it beyond the post.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Chance here to counter. The final 5 minutes. Minamino. Aim forwards. Played out to the left flank. Gets a good foot in there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Knocks it out wide. Deftly away. He's shifting through the gears here.
Added minutes
Four
has been
added
indicated.
minutes on the board. Ito kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a little off target. He's through here. Endo. Minamino. Look. That's at the end. Japan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.